What is up, fam? Hope this message finds you all well and good spirits. We are back home after all the fun 24 Mustang media drive content, and we're back home, but why not, with Mamba. But we got to talk about what's going on here with these Ford dealerships and these markups already on the 24 Mustangs that haven't even been delivered yet. We'll talk about it, and I thought Ford stopped this. So let's clear the air. Let's take a drive in Mamba. Let's talk about it. Back in the black Mamba after driving all those fancy 24s. We're back in the OG here, the 8-second black Mamba, baby. So gotta give some TLC to this build coming up here. But yeah, dude, like already dealerships are posting the dark horse for $100,000+ for, let's be real, and I love the dark horse, but at the end of the day, it's a 500 horsepower NA 5.0 kind of track car. But it's still, in my opinion, I would buy a GT500 over that. Because it's still, Shelby GT500 just by it alone. I personally, like I said before, I personally love the driving experience in the dark horse, but I like it for 60 grand. I don't like it for 100 grand. That is not a $100,000 Mustang. That's a Shelby Super Snake. That's a GT500. That is that's like a KR, you know what I mean? That is not, and these dealerships, this is what I'm PO'd about, right? Because I thought Ford was going to stop this. And when I say Ford, there's so many different levels of Ford. There's Ford Media, there's Ford Corporate, there's Ford dealers. We're going to talk about today is what these Ford dealers are doing to get away from these ADM markups, right? And let me tell you something right now. The dealers have a hell of power. A hell of power, and they're going to dictate what they want to dictate as far as the price is concerned, because I heard that basically what they are doing is they're getting the allocations for the dark horse at MSRP, then selling them or brokering them out to smaller dealerships for a markup for, like, let's say 10 grand. Then that smaller dealership will then mark that up another 20 to 30,000. So these dealerships are just like making billions off of us. And you know what? Let me tell you something. The only way we can stop paying markups. Like, don't pay markups. That's, I guess that's all like my sermon is today. Like, the way we fight this is not to pay markups. I love the Mustang GT platform more than anybody else because it's a cheap way to go fast for fun. It's hella fun to mod the car. It's hella fun to embarrass other cars that are triple their price. But $100,000 for a dark horse ain't it. We're already fighting enough, situations with the 24. People are complaining, you can't tune them yet, or it's just a refresh. But these dealerships are not making it any easier. Like, in my opinion, a Mustang GT, brand new, like I bought this Mamba, was $50,000. To me, in 2018, 5 years ago, that was redonkulous. I was like, this is crazy. There's no way I should be paying that much for a GT. I shouldn't, but I did, and it was a good investment because it built the channel, and we went 8s, and we beat a lot of people, and we had a lot of fun, and it was a lot of great times with this car. But to me, I'm not going to justify a 500 horsepower Mustang for 100 grand. Not going to do it. That's just unfair. And the way they're getting around because Ford, what happens is these dealerships have so much influence and power, not just because they have the market. Legally, they are the only people that can sell the new Mustangs or the new Ford products. The Ford we talk about, that I deal with, that invites me to the events, that's the manufacturing of Ford. That's Ford Corporate. They build the cars, and these dealerships buy them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tell you guys, I'm almost positive the dealership I'm getting my 24 from is not doing markups. I will rep them. Any dealership that I know of, I'll make a list on on3supply.com. You gotta go to the menu. I'll put in my preferred Ford dealers that don't do markups. That's the only way I can kind of help the small fry like me, and hopefully someone out there watching, because we can't do with this. This is not fair to be doing 20, 30, 40, 50K markups for, a Mustang. That's the whole point of a Mustang, is to be, what can I say? The whole point of a Mustang is to be like you know, power for cheap and power for less and the underdog. And they're not making $100,000 car is not that. All right. I'm sorry. That is GT500. That is Shelby territory. That is exclusive stuff. That is not a Mustang GT. I know the Dark Horse is a new name, and just so you know, I actually, my name that I wanted them to call it was, I wanted a new Mustang nameplate. I thought we should call it Nightmare, like nightmare, like, you know, get it, night, and then mare the horse, whatever. But no one, you know, listens to me. You know, I want a whole drag racing segment for Mustang, but I'm getting off on a tangent here. The point of the matter is, I'm pretty upset that this is happening still, especially with the 24 Mustangs, that people are upmarking them. And no offense, my biggest critique of the 24 Mustang, I love it to death. I've been a cheerleader for it. I just think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit overpriced, just a hair. And the dealers that are doing the treachery of markups are saying, well, people will flip them. No one's flipping GTs like that. I get people will flip a Shelby. I get that. No one's flipping. That's not right. That's just, you're just stealing. And we're gonna do this is called a manufacturer's suggested retail price. That's why they get away with that loophole. And the reason why they can get away with it, and I said the dealers have so much power and influence is legally, is because the reason like Tesla doesn't have to deal with those markups is because they don't have dealers. All right. What they legally are just places where they I forget the name of it, and I'll put it on the screen. The reason why Teslas don't have to do markups, you order the car online and you pick it up, what they call it, at a showroom. All right, I believe that's the name of it. It's not a dealership. A dealership by law, you know, because the dealers, they have lobbyists, they're in Congress. They make sure you have to buy the car from the manufacturers, the big three, from them. So that's where they can charge like $100K over. Some of these Raptor Rs are going for $200,000. Yo, listen, I understand a Ford GT being a supercar, but I remember like the SVT Lightning and SVT Cobra, like that, no one was marking them up like that. And now these Shelbys and these 24 Mustangs are just, I mean, these Dark Horses, it's highway robbery. And we find out that they're doing this with this little brokerage thing where they get an allocation, no markups. They sell it to another dealer for a markup, and that other dealer sells it for a bigger markup. So they still win. And it's our only thing is I can do is, unfortunately, you're not going to fight markups, because there's always going to be somebody who buys the car. You know, and who knows, people got a lot of money in this world, and they just buy the car. They don't care about 20, 30, 40,000 markup. I do. Okay. I believe my subscribers do as well. So I'm going to do is, I'll go on 3 Supply. I'll make a list for my preferred dealerships that don't do markups. They start doing markups, I'll take them off the list. You know, let me know. You can add in your dealership that you prefer. That's all we can do as a community, guys, because this is not fair. I don't think it's right. And then where is the money left over to modify the vehicle? Because you know, I want to obviously put like a Whipple on there. You know, I put the Whipple on there, you know, $10,000, some whatever, more mods, and we're Gucci, you know, 800 horsepower Mustang, bing, bang, boom. But now I got to pay that in markups? No, that's not right. Tell me what you guys think. Comment below. You know, how do you think we can fight this? I'm pretty riled up here. So I just had to vent. I did a little vent session. But, you know, we're going to try our best and keep doing what we got to do. And, you know, we'll go from there. And just to give you guys some housekeeping about what's going on with my particular 24. It's built right now. But like I said in the previous video about they're not being shipped. There's over 15,000 24 Mustangs built and sitting at Dearborn right now. But they're waiting for the okay to buy to ship on rails, ship on trucks. So hopefully by in the next week or so, we'll get that and everyone will start getting their cars. That's all I know. More complaining from me to come. Please like and subscribe, because you know it never ends. And comment below your solution, because we need help. All right, peace. All right, we'll end the video with a little revving action from the Black Mamba. it's back on. If you guys have good eyes, this was off in the beginning because the battery died and I had to charge it. So who's got good eyes on these Easter eggs? And if I didn't say it again, just because I love these lights, watch this. So cool. Forum Lighting, appreciate them sponsoring them lights for Mamba, but 2018, love it.